Hi, keep watching for the winners of the giveaway. Hi everybody! Today we're going to be doing the Night Fairy set, and here is the product list of the items that I've used for this set. As you can see, most of them are Urban Graffiti. There is some Ursugar, some Modelones products as well, and then of course, as always, NailSugar products. This is actually, it is Modelones, but you can use a magnet with it, but I didn't use a magnet with it, basically because I just wanted the color. But the rest of this you can get pretty much in the places below that I've left a link for. That Prism powder is absolutely beautiful. Look how sparkly it is. I was so happy to use that. And then these Modelones products, these two here, this one and the pink, are both very sparkly as well. So I started out with the Ursugar Midnight Blue, and I put that in the top. And basically what I've done is I've just done a patchwork on all of the nails, and I basically wanted a background for my fairy, or my shadow fairies, as you will see. Okay, so we're using the Modelones purple. I'm not sure, I can't remember what it is, but it's a very dark purple, and it is the metallic magnet set. So you could use a magnet with it if you wanted to, but I chose not to. I just, as I said earlier, I just wanted the color because it works very well with this set. Okay, as you see, I'm going to work my way around all the way around the sides and the bottom so that it completely surrounds but leaves a space in the middle, because I have plans for that, as you'll see in just a moment. I've sped this up a little bit so that it doesn't take a lot of time here to do this, because if I didn't, it would have taken forever. So I had to speed it up a little bit so that it doesn't bore you guys. It bored me silly doing this part because I wanted to get to the art. I know I don't have any gloves on, but that's because I ran out of gloves before I even knew it. So I'm going to have to order some new gloves, some new nitrite gloves. So until then, you're going to see my hands without gloves. That's all there is to it. But anyway, as you can see, I did get paint everywhere, all over my hands, but I did clean them off, so that's not a problem. I'm using my Born Pretty ombre brush here for this. It's just basically the top here that you need to ombre, and that is the blue and the purple together, so that's sort of seamless. We don't want any seams in this because it would not look right if it did. So almost done here with this. That's going to go into the lamp for 60 minutes. I'm sorry, 60 seconds, not 60 minutes. And now the recording button is in the way, but I think I've taken some Modelones, the blue. It was that blue glitter. I can't even remember the name of that. I really should start putting a list down of all the colors. Oh well. I will put a list of the colors in the bottom of this video so you'll know what they are. Okay, and now we're going to use the violet something or another from Urban Graffiti, and that goes right directly in the middle in that white area. That is violet ribbon. I finally remembered what it was. It's a very, very light purple, and I'm putting that right in the middle of the nail, and then I'll be putting a pink glittery one from Modelones called Blooming, and that will give it the glowy look that I want for the background for my fairies. Speaking of fairies, I will be using my Born Pretty stamping pad. Let's see. No. I can't remember the name of the other stamping pads that I have, but it's from another place. I think I've said it before in other videos, and I've used them quite a lot. But I'll be using that one. But I will be using my clear jelly stamper, my small one, and Ursugar gel stamping gel. And here is the Blooming. It's very, very lovely color. That's exactly what I've got on my nails here. And if you can see, it's a very, very light color. It's sort of a see-through color, so you can put it over any other color. I do have a different pink underneath my nails, and then I put the Blooming on top of that to give it a glittery look. And that's basically what I'm doing here. It's a lovely pink color, and when it dries a glittery, very light, transparent pink. Okay, so we're going to be using Premier Gel Matte Top Coat, but you won't see this by the time we get done. It's basically so that I can put some glitter on top of these nails. So I'm just going to put one layer of the matte top coat on there, and then I'm going to dust a little bit of diamond dust onto the nails, and then put it into the lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of Nail Couture's base coat down. It's a bit thicker than any other base coats that I have, and it lasts a bit longer. So I try to put some of this down before I put the top coat down to give it a little bit more strength, especially if you're putting this on natural nails or if you're putting it on a client. It does give you extra strength. And I've done this because I can, with this base coat, you can file down the glitter and make it smooth, and then you can put your top coat on it and you've still got that base coat underneath to give it a little bit of strength. Okay, here is my lovely Natalie Muckridge detailer brush that I just received the other day, and it is a 000, as you can see. Very, very thin and very, very lovely to use. And this is Modelones 001 Black nail art paint, and it is, of course, a gel, so you will need to put this into the lamp for no more than 30 seconds. But as you can see, I'm basically just painting some grass and reeds at the bottom to give it a little bit of background before I start stamping the fairies on there, to give it a little bit of extra background there. Okay, so here we're just going to use the fairy. We're not going to use the moon. It's just going to be just the fairy itself, because that's all that would fit on the nail. But then again, it does create a beautiful silhouette on that moon area that I created. We're using my Born Pretty gel brush, And I'm just going to take a small amount and brush it onto the plate, and then use my swiper and wipe it off. And then use my clear jelly stamper to stamp it on there. So with this plate, I'm just going to use the wings, and then I'm going to create the body for the fairy. So we're just going to pop the wings on there, and then I'm going to paint on the body of the fairy on the side. I do apologize that this was a bit blurry. I'm not sure why it was blurry, because the rest of the video, it seemed like it was in focus, but for some reason in this one little area it's decided to stay blurry. So I do apologize about that, but as I pull up the nail closer to the camera, you'll be able to see it better. Okay, so this one, we're going to use this cute little mushroom here, and that is going to be the focus for the next fairy that I put on. And the next fairy I'm going to use just like I did before, but I'm going to use 2 wings, spread out wings, and then I'm going to create the fairy in the middle between them. Okay, so here are the wings I'm going to be using for the next fairy, the spread out wings, and then I'm going to, as I said earlier, create the fairy or make the fairy in between, the fairy body in between. Next, I'll be putting a little bit more of the violet ribbon from Urban Graffiti up above and around the top of the head of the fairy so that it gives it a bit more silhouette. It shows the fairy better and gives it a little bit more brightness around it. Okay, so next I'm going to take some of this black from Modelones and I'm going to outline the fairy wings, give it a little bit more detail so that it stands out better. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of the violet ribbon into the spaces between the fairy wings to help it to stand out a little bit more. Okay, so for the next two nails, we're just going to do a bit of scroll work, stamping, and it'll be on one side with a flower, with a smaller flower, and then on the other side with a larger flower. And basically, they're just going to be in the end nails to go on either side of the fairy nails. Okay, so here we're just putting a little bit of base coat around some of the scrolls and around some of the fairy wings. And this is just to get ready for the gold prism powder. So I'm just going to dust a bit of the gold prism powder in areas on each of the nails to help it to stand out a little bit. So you see that I've put a little bit of the prism powder on there. I popped it into the lamp for 30 seconds. And now we're going to be top coating them. And as you can see, there are the beautiful results. This is Modelones No Wipe Top Coat. And I'll be putting that on top of them and then popping that into the lamp for 30 seconds. Yes, that one did come off, but I did secure it back on there before I put it into the lamp. For some reason, it didn't want to stay on there like the rest of them did, but it was fine. And here are the beautiful results. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. It does help my channel. Have a lovely day, everybody. Take care. So here is our winner and our runner-up for the YouTube contest. So our winner is Charlie Nelson, and I'd like to say congratulations for the winner, and then the runner-up for the NailSugar glitters is Tracy Marshall. Congratulations to you both.